So, everyone, today our topic is human resource management. Today we are going to talk about human resource management. Okay, so basically, a human resource management. In a human resource management, is just as a word is human. Human means the people. Okay, so basically, the human resource management is just related to a people where we work for them, we they work for us, and we try to do their work as a resources. Okay, we try to utilize their qualities, their skills, so that they can work for us in a better way. And at the end, we all can meet with our organizational goals. Okay, so first we will discuss about the human resource management. What is human resource management? Okay, and basically the human resource management is related to employing people, give them trainings, utilizing their skills, so that we can meet our organizational goals. Okay, so basically that's the definition, or this is the work of human resource management. In this class, we will talk about all the human resource management, what are their functions, their nature, their importance, why do we need it, and a HR person, what the quality should have a HR manager. Okay, so let's just start about the HR definition. The human resource management can be defined as employing people, developing their resources, utilizing and maintaining and compressing their services in the tune with the job and organizational requirements. Okay, as we have just discussed, the human resource management can be defined as employing people. So, employing people, it doesn't mean that we also just need to employ a people. We also give them training, and the employing people is also a big process. We have to check what is the how many candidates, for example, we need in our company, at what post. Okay, after that we will give them training, we take the interview, we done with the onboarding process, and we will start their training. After all this thing, we develop them as a resource, and so that they can do a work for us, and they can they can work for us and for our company also. Okay, so that we use their services, and in the tune, what are their professionals, what they want to do, and at the end, the all thing is just related to organization requirements. What are organizational requirements? According to the requirements, we hire a candidate. Okay, so that's basically a definition of human resource management: employing people, developing their resources, and utilizing and maintaining their services, and their job and the organizational requirements. Okay, so that's basically a definition of human resource management. Next, we will talk about the HR functions. So basically, an HR function is divided into five parts. First is HR acquisition, HR development, work performance and compensation, motivation and maintenance, and industrial relations. So we will talk them about one by one. So first is HR acquisition. In the HR acquisition, we just always talk about employee, like their HR planning, how many candidates we need, their recruitment process, selection process, and the placement. Okay. So in a HR acquisition, the first thing is HR planning. We have to see how many candidates we need, how many people we need for this particular post. Okay, there are lot of posts in a company, so we will check how many posts we need, and what kind of person we need, what is the criteria for this job. We plan all the things, and be done with the HR planning. After that, we select a mode where we can do the recruitment. In the recruitment, there are like basically are two options. First is like e-recruitment, nowadays like very growing, and the second is like online platforms, sorry, offline. We can do through if we need a bulk candidates, so we can do the campus hirings. We can start the walk-in interview. We can just like tell our employees that we have a opening for this post and this is the criteria. If like their any person, their relation, they are known, if they need a job, so they can come for a interview. Okay, basically that's the recruitment. The next thing is selection. Okay, in the recruitment, we just like a employee came, we will like take their interview, their CVs. We will check if they are like able to do the job or not. Then we have a lot of selected candidates, or like shortlisted candidate. We select them who is the better candidate for the job. Okay, we select them, and we will like offer them offer letter or LOI, letter of intent, all the things. After that, the fourth point is placement. We will like start their onboarding process, their documentation, and the other things. Okay, the first the HR acquisition is completed here. Then we talk about their development. The first thing is that related to a career planning. Okay, the career planning is that we have talked about what are their career plannings, what they want to do in the life. So according to that, we will like sometime we assign their work related to this, and they have like chooses their job on their interested or not. Okay, after that we will like give them training related to their post and start their development. Next thing is organizational development. At the end, if a person is like do the better job, they will like complete their target. So the ultimate thing is like organizational development. At the end, if a person is work for the company and it do a better job, so all the things is like just completed with the development. Okay, next is performance and compensation. So on the like basis of the company, quarterly or half yearly or yearly, we will like check a company's performance. Okay, in the performance checking, we will like check like every employee is doing their work with the with the completion of target dates or not. Okay, we will check about their performances, and if a person is like doing well, so we can just like increase their salary. We can just like give them incentives and the other benefits also. Next is motivating and maintenance. If a person sometime, if a person is like demotivating for their work, and he's like sometime some candidates are disturbed, so we can just like motivate them towards the work. Okay, so that he can like feel or she can feel empowered related to their health, their safety, their mobility. And we always try to create a motivating environment so that every person can work freely. Next thing is industrial relation. Sometimes what happened, there is some dispute between some colleagues, between some managers, or like other things can happen. Okay, so we will like always try to dispute, we will like try to solve their dispute so that they can work in a good environment. We always like try to create a discipline, a grievance management, so that there is like no problems with the colleagues and the other things. Okay, next industrial dispute management also, we have to like always check what are their needs, and what the things is like not right. So we have to check all the things, and we like always try to create a better environment for the work. So these are basically HR functions for the HRM functions. Okay, there are basically five: HR acquisition, HR development, performance and compensation, motivation and maintenance, and industrial relations. Okay. Okay, now we will like just move to the next thing. It's just like nursing is nature of HRM. Okay, so we will like talk about the nature of HRM. It's a basically inherent part of management. So we know that, so it's basically an inherent part of management. We know that we have to like select candidates, we have to like give them training, we have to motivate them, we have to like sometimes we according to their performance we have to appraises. Okay, so and we do all of this thing, we have to motivate them, we have to appraise them, give them benefits, incentives. These all are just related to improve their quality so that they can work for us in a better way. If they are like still giving their 100%, so we will they are like just try to do their 200%. Okay, so basically this is the nature of HRM. Next is per service function. It's like not a thing that we need only a workers. Okay, there are basically a three levels of management in our organization, and in every level of management we need employees to work. Okay, so it's a present in all level of management in a organization. Okay, if a person say that we would need a person to like work, so it's just like a basically wrong thing. We need a persons to do their work in the every level of management. If a person is like working on the CEO level, we need persons, we need workers to like do at this post, to work at like this post we need a manager level and the labor level. Okay, next thing is just related to action oriented. It's just like not related to a understanding thing. We also like have to take some actions so that we can like balance the policies. Okay, and we also like have to record all of this thing. Okay, so John, its nature is like we always have to take some actions if like some employees are doing the bad thing. So we have to take action. We are like just like not the thing. We just like see that off. We also like we can just like make some type of policy to so that other persons can do not that type of work. Okay, and we take the action. We can just like fire them. We can just like we can warning them. Okay, the next is people oriented. HRM is all about that people at work, the what kind of person they are working, what kind of work they are doing, they are like a great person or not. We have to assign their jobs so that they can work. We have to produce basically result. We sometimes if they're like doing a great job, so we have to reward them, we have to motivate them so that the all this thing can improve the productivity. Next is future oriented. Effective HRM always help to meet the organizational goals. Okay. Ultimately, all the person in the company is like working for the organization, and we always like thought to meet the organizational goals. If we knew that we are like getting some project and we need some employees for that, so we were like have to start the recruitment process, the selection process so that we can just like don't have a shortage of employees. Okay, so effective HRM helps to meet the goals so that if we have a like shortage of employees, so we can't meet our goals, we need a person to work. Okay, the development oriented. It's like HRM is like develops a full potential employees through reward, training, job or job rotations. Okay, we like always try to develop a person. We try to like develop a person through if a person is like doing well, so we will reward them, we will like give them training, we will like we can switch their jobs if they are like not want to do that job. Okay, the next thing is integrated mechanism. The HR maintains a cordial relationship between the people and the various level of organization. So in a HR, if a person like the upper level management and the between the mid level of management, if like make some policies related to our work, so we will like that's a like HR work that to conduct all these policies through our people. Okay, so basically it's like work as a bridge or like as a coordinating person, so that we can just like coordinate the rules, the regulations, the new policies about everything. Okay, it's a comprehensive function. So workforce significance people working at all levels. HRM differs with the form and shape with the basic objective or effective utilization of human resource and remains the same. Okay, so basically we need workers for all level of management, but it's like basically different at the like different levels. Okay, the sometime we need the different type of employees at the different type of level of management, so it's just like related to that. Okay, so that's just a nature of HRM. Okay, I hope you all like understand that it's a like inherent part of management. It's a like perceptive functions, action oriented, people oriented, future oriented, development oriented, integrated mechanism, comprehensive functions. Okay, so that's all the nature of HRM. Next, the scope of HRM. Okay, so we basically there's a like a form type of where we can just like see what is the capacity of HRM. So first is human resource planning. Okay, the human resources were just like basically related to fill various positions. Okay, we have to see what kind of person we need at the like which post. Okay, so we first of all understand what are how many candidates we need. Suppose we need a 20 candidates, we should know like we need at least 20 candidates to fill all the post, so that our work is like going smooth. Okay, we don't get any trouble. Next thing, after to get we like we need how many candidate for that department. Okay, we get a data. Next is recruitment and selection. We like start recruitment process. We can just like again we can choose a two type of there are two type of recruitment process. We can just like do the offline to online. Okay, and the selection process we can just like take the interview done with the onboarding process, and after all of this thing offer letters, we start giving their job, what are their job, what are their authorities, what are their responsibilities. Next thing is training. After the assigning their works, their authorities, we also like give them training so that they can work. Next thing, appraisal of performance. After the work, we will like check their performance, they are like going good or not. So according to their performance, we will like give them appraisals. And if a person is not working, so we will like try to like give them another chance, or we have to like don't have any option, so we have to fire them sometimes. Next thing is motivation of workforce. We have to like give them motivation so that they can work very effectively. Okay, we can just like we have to develop their enthusiastic workforce so that they can work. Next is remuneration of employees. We have to always focus on their fair, their consistent, they are like equitable or not. Okay, we have to like sometimes remuneration employees. The last thing is related to a social security and welfare of employees. We have to see what are their working condition, if a person need any type of transport, their medical assistance and other thing. If we feel that a person need to change their working conditions, if a person is like not comfortable with the timings, with the other things, okay, so we can just like change for that, or we can just like find another way. Basically we have to ensure that there's a social security and welfare. Okay, so basically this is the scope and capacity of HRM, which is like a human resource planning, recruitment and selection, job assigning, training and development, appraisal of workforce, motivation, remuneration of employees, social security and welfare. Okay. Now there is a difference between HRM and the personal management. Okay, so in a personal management, we have a just one work to like employ the people. Okay, and in the like personal management, employees are treated as a economic man, and we just like getting him services, and we are like giving them we are like giving them their salaries. Okay, and employees are used as a like tool or a equipment, that if a person is like we are like giving them the salary, so we have to just like they always have to work for us. Okay, we don't need to think about their situations, is there like any medical emergency or the other things. Okay, in our personal management, if we see, so employees are treated as a cost center. Basically we are like just doing this cost, and basically this is the cost of labor, they are related to their salaries, other things, allowances, their transportation. So it's just like see their cost centers. Next is employee used as organizational benefit. In our personal management we see them as organizational benefits, like if they are like working, so we have to see the result. Next thing is just related to a human resource management. In a human resource management, we manage employees. We see their skills, what are their skills, what are their knowledges, what are their abilities, and according to their skill, knowledge, abilities, we assign their work so they can do their work in a better way. We can see our result in a better way, in a better way. Okay, in a human resource management, we see our employees as a economic or a social or a psychological man. That if a person is working for us, but he is an economic man, he has some psychological. He has a mind to that he can think the policies, the other things. And in a HRM, we treated him as a resource that if we like expend on them, so he like give them us work, not a tool or equipment. Okay. In a HRM, we see unemployed as a future, it's a like a profit centers, and that's why we invest in a human resource, not we like see them as a cost. Okay. In a HRM, we see them as a like multi mutual benefits. It's like organizational benefits and employees, and basically also they're related. They're like family relations, family, their family benefits. Okay, but in a personal management, we just only see the organizational management. We don't see about their families, their like relations, and the other things. Okay, so basically that's the difference between the personal management and the HRM. Next thing is objectives of HRM. Okay. So what are the objectives of HRM? First is like always help to reach the organizational goals. Okay. If we don't have persons, so we can't meet our organizational goals. We need a person to work for us. In HRM, we also employ skills, the abilities, so that the work can be done in a effectively way. Okay, in a HRM, we provide a well trained person, well motivated employees, so that they can work very well in our company. Then we have to like try to increase always a job satisfaction and the self actualization. Next is we always like try to develop and maintain the quality of work life. Next is we always like try to communicate the HR policies to all employees so that they can understand our policy, what are our policies, and they can work for us. We always have to also see the what is the ethically and socially responsible responsibilities for us, and what are the needs. Okay, the last is we always like try to provide the opportunities of like expansion, the voice in management. So if a person is like if he needs some help, so he can just like talk to us. Okay, so basically these are all the objectives of HRM. Okay, so these are basically the objectives of HRM. Okay, we like try to reach the organizational goals, the skill and abilities, so that we the employees can work. Okay, the all the things is just objectives of HRM. Next, what is the importance of HRM? Okay, first, the we have to always attract and retain a talent. If a person is coming to us, we have to see the what is the talent he have, and if he had any talent that can work for us, so we have to like motivate them. We have to like train people for their roles. Okay, we have to like develop their skills. Okay, we have to promote team spirit. At the end a person is like not able to do the all work on their alone. They need a team, and every person have to work in a team. So if they don't know about the team spirit, they don't want to do the work with the team. So we have to like promote the team spirit so that they all can work without any difficulties. Okay, we also like help always try to develop the loyalty, the commitment towards the company. We always like try to increase the productivity and the profits. Okay, we also have to like improve the job satisfaction. This is basically for the employees. We have to like try to improve their job satisfaction so that if they have a satisfaction related to a job, so they can just like work for us in a very efficient way. We have to like enhance their standard of living, and we always like try to generate employment opportunities. Is we have to always like give them trust, the respect. Okay, and we can just like create a trust, the respect towards the company towards the employees. Okay, basically these all the importance of HRM. Okay, next thing is just like qualities of HRM, and what qualities of HR managers should have so that they can work for the company very well. Okay, so just to just to okay, so the basically is just like related to a qualities of HR manager. Okay, there is like a handy fuel. Okay, okay, what are the qualities should the HR manager have? So basically the handy fuel categorized as the physical, mental, moral, and educational and technical experience. Okay, first we talk about the physical. So we always need a person that their health should be good, they have energy, and then they have a like strength, and they have a power to adjust themselves. Okay, they like basically they should be like physically fit. Okay, the mental thing is like basically related to the ability to understand. They should be a learner. They are like a judge and the adaptable person, so that they can like work without any problems. The next thing is that related to a moral. They should be a firmness, responsible, initiative. They should be loyal and dignity. Basically, a self-respected person. Okay, their educational, basically, if they're like performing a function, so they should be have a subject knowledge for that. And technical, they should be like a peculiar knowledge on the basically a function. Experience they have should be arising from the like proper work. What is the work, they should be know all these things. And the other thing is that they should be like alert mentally. They are like quick decision maker, honesty, interdignity, patient person, good leader, social responsible person, good communicator, and a well managed person also. Okay, so basically these are the qualities that every HR manager should have, so that they can work for the company in a very effective way. They can work for the employees also in a very effective way. Okay. The next thing is just like related to environmental factors that can affect the HRM. So first is like economical environment. It's just like related to a population, what are the workforce, the market conditions, the national income salary structure, if there are like any inflation pressure. So basically all the things which is related to our economy. So these are the function that can affect the HRM. The next thing is legal environment. So there like no should be any type of discrimination behaved on their like sex, like if they are like females or the males, they're like no should be a discrimination. At least we always should like try to maintain a percentage of like SC or like physical handicap person in our company. Okay, next thing is like what are the safety and working condition for a person. There, what are the industrial relationship, basically other companies or other people's. The last thing is related to a technological environment. They're what are the electronic communication, if they're like any open door policy, and the global monitoring, the virtual office, which we don't have any like central place. Next is related to a social culture environment. What are their like expectation towards the society, we what are the society expect should have, the social status of job, what are the achievement, authority and structure, workforce mobility, and the role of labor union. Okay, basically these all are the function that can affect the HRM. Okay, now that there is a roles and responsibilities, the roles and responsibilities of HR. So first, the role and responsibility is like focus on the strategical HR issue. We always have to like find if there are like any problem. We have to identify that. We have to deal with it. Okay. Next is proactive action. If there like any problem, we always have to like take a action towards them. We always try to manage a system which is like well balanced. Okay, we have to like always try to improve the unity in a basically particular function. And we always like have to do work as a like change agent. Okay, if we need any we sometime we need to work as a agent. We that a professional basically play an active role. If we need a person related to one colleague, so we can like have to work for that. And the other things, making marketing at our potential, we have to like always should have the ability to like prove what are the like contribution to the enterprises. And sometimes we have to also outsource the HR functions if we need more candidates, so we can just like take the external supplier to like take all the responsibilities and risks also for our HR work. Okay, next thing is thank you.